Hello, future engineers, subscribers, viewers, and students. Here is another video in beautiful and challenge problem, and this is in integral calculus, problem 24. So for the region bounded by the curves y equals 2 minus x squared and x plus y equals 0, determine the moment of inertia with respect to the x-axis. Just one solution, the line y equals 2, and with respect to the centroidal x-axis, and in this case I'll present three ways solution to this problem to reinforce the concept as well as to verify the answer in the second way. So also compute the volume when the region is revolved about the line x plus y equals 0. So I hope that through this problem, your skills, mathematical skills, will be enhanced and you will also be able to solve problems in your own. So first, let's find the point of intersection of the curves. Some are lines here. One is a line, x plus y equals 0, is a line through the origin with negative 1 as slope. So we equate from this line y equals negative x, so we replace y here by negative x. So solving for x, rearranging x squared minus x minus 2 equals 0, factor out into x plus 1 and x minus 2 equals 0. So x is negative 1, y is positive 1. Substitute here, y is negative of x. So y is negative 1, and when x is 2, y is negative 2. Then we sketch the graph. This is now the complete to shorten the video. So we have here the area bounded and the points of intersection, negative 1 comma 1 and 2 comma negative 2. This is the vertex of the parabola at 0 comma 2. So this is the line, the tangent, y equals 2 for the moment of inertia later. So I x is, so if this is the upper y, lower y, so Ix is, so moment of inertia with respect to the x-axis. Imagine we have two rectangles and we set up the moment of inertia of area with respect to the base, and remember the moment of inertia of a rectangle with respect to the base is 1/3 base height cube. Now there are two triangles. The base is dx, and that's also the variable of integration x. Then upper y cube, the 1/3 dx upper y cube, then minus 1/3 dx lower y cube. So that's y sub L. So therefore, Ix is equal to 1/3 integral of quantity upper y cube minus lower y cube dx. And replacing upper y as equal to that y of the parabola. So this is the parabola. So the upper y is 2 minus x squared, while the lower y is, because y is negative x, the lower y is negative x. So substitute from negative 1 to 2 limits 1/3 upper y 2 minus x squared quantity cube minus lower y negative x quantity cube, the y of the line. So this is calculator aided. For those who don't want to apply the calculator, you expand the binomial, and this one is simply x cubed plus x cubed. Then substituting into the high-tech calculator, we obtain Ix equals 603 over 140. Then likewise for I with respect to the line y equals 2, about this line here. So take note that this distance is 2, and therefore we have another situation here. We have moment of inertia of big triangular strip, base is dx. So this distance of this bigger, higher rectangle with respect to y equals 2 is 2 minus lower y. So take note, that's 2 minus lower y, this distance, this height, that height to the line y equals 2. So 2 minus lower y, then quantity cube. Then for this, we subtract this. This is 2 minus upper y, then quantity cube. So therefore, I with respect to y equals 2, I just call it y2, I sub 2. It is equal to 1/3 quantity 2 minus lower y cube minus quantity 2 minus upper y cube. So I sub 2, 1/3 of quantity 2 minus lower y cube minus quantity 2 minus upper y cube dx. So the lower y is simply negative x. So this becomes 2 plus x quantity cube. Then minus 2. The upper y is 2 minus x squared, the parabola. That's 2 minus x squared. And then we simplify. So that would be 2 plus x, 1/3 integral from negative 1 to 2 of quantity 2 plus x quantity cube. Then this is 2 minus 2. So the second term here is equal to minus of negative x squared quantity cube. So this is calculator aided again. So the integral is equal to 423 over 28, and that's the moment of inertia with respect to the tangent line at the vertex y equals 2, which I call I sub 2. Then with respect to the centroidal x-axis, we use the transfer formula for moment of inertia, which is I with respect to any axis is equal to I sub gx. So this is the centroidal axis. Then plus area, then distance squared. So because we need the area, we first set up formula for the area. And then we locate the centroid because after we apply the transfer formula for moment of inertia, we need the centroid also. We also need the centroidal coordinates of the area for the volume later, for volume when revolve about the line, this inclined line, and I'll present two solutions again for that case, so to verify the answer. So area is equal to upper y minus lower y dx. The area of this strip is upper y minus lower y, this lower y here, then times thickness dx. So limits is the same, negative 1 to 2. And again, this is calculator aided. Upper y is 2 minus x squared. Lower y is negative x. So that becomes 2 minus x squared minus negative x or plus x. So area is equal to 9/2 square units. Then we apply, let's locate the centroid. So by first moment of a mass, and in statics we call this principle first moment, or the Varignon's theorem. Apply the Varignon's theorem. So the moment of the area about the y-axis is area times xg, and it is equal to the sum of the moments. So integral of the moment of this element of this component, and this component has an area y upper minus y lower dx, and its centroidal coordinate is simply, because it is vertical strip, its distance from the y-axis is simply x. So it is area 9/2 times xg equals integral of x sub c, which is just x, and quantity upper y minus lower y. Remember, that's the area simplified. Upper y minus lower y dx. Because this is again calculator aided, solving for x sub g is 1/2. Next, for yg, 9 halves times yg equals integral of y sub c dA. And y sub c is simply the midpoint of the, what we call this, midpoint of this vertical strip. And the midpoint formula is average of the upper and the lower y coordinates. So y sub c is 1/2 of quantity upper y plus lower y. So this is y sub c, the y coordinate of the centroid of this vertical strip. Of course, you know that, rectangle. Then area, differential area, upper y minus lower y dx. Simplifying, canceling out 2. So yg is 1/9 integral of upper y square minus lower y square dx. Substituting upper y, which is the y of the parabola, 1/9 integral from -1 to 2, y of parabola is 2 minus x square, then minus the y of this line, which is -x quantity square. So because it is again calculator aided, yg is 2/5. So the centroid therefore is at 1/2, 2/5 or 2/5. Now, next we apply the transfer formula for moment of inertia, and I hope you know that it is Ix is equal to I through the centroid, so I call that I bar Gx, then plus area distance squared. The area between the distance rather between the x-axis and the centroidal uh, x-axis is yg. Therefore, Ix is equal to I sub gx plus area yg square. Substituting Ix is 603/140, then area 9 halves, yg is 2/5. So using your calculator there, I sub gx can now be computed. This is the first way, 2,511/700 to be exact. Then the second way is that since we computed I2, we use parallel axis theorem again, or the transfer formula for moment of inertia. It is equal to I with respect to the line 2 is equal to Igx plus area, which is 9 halves, distance squared. The distance between these two lines is 2 minus yg, or 2 minus 2/5, then quantity square. So 423/28 equals Igx plus 9 halves quantity 2 minus 2/5 quantity square from this figure. So Igx is also 2511/700. The third way is to reinforce the concept moment of inertia with respect to this axis here. So I consider horizontal strip, and since there are three integrals, because for this portion here, right x is the parabola, left x is this line here. And it is bounded also by this centroidal axis. So that's the first integral, because yg is 2/5 and y equals -x for this line. So meaning the intersection between this centroidal x-axis and this line here is -2/5, and y is also positive 2/5. So limits would be from -2/5 up to +1, and we consider this part here. Imagine a horizontal strip here, and that horizontal strip is parallel to the centroidal axis, and the distance is y minus yg. So I sub gx1 therefore is integral of y minus yg squared. That's the constant distance square. Then differential area this time is right x minus left x dy. So it's the y that is the variable this time, and limits would be from 2/5 to 1. So I focus first to that case. So Igx1 equals integral from 2/5 to 1. So take note, from 2/5 to 1, just this part of the area here will be considered, and we have horizontal strip. distance from the x-axis is y, and because this is yg 2/5, and we compute moment of inertia of that area region about this axis here, that's why we have integral from 2/5 to 1, then constant distance square y minus 2/5 square. Then right x is from here, x squared equals 2 minus y. Therefore, right x is square root of 2 minus y. It is supposedly plus minus square root of 2 minus y, but the sign is indeed positive because it is above the x-axis for that region. So that's why positive square root of 2 minus y. And the left x is the x of this line. And the x of this line is negative y. So minus negative y, so that becomes plus y, then dy. And because this is calculator aided and the answer cannot be expressed as an exact one, it is 0.13832 units to the fourth. Then for IGX2, this is a symmetrical parabola. Parabola is symmetrical, of course, with respect to its axis. So if we denote this as x, that distance to the left is also x. So we multiply, that would be the total length is 2x, then dy the area, differential area. And the distance to this axis here is again y minus yg quantity square. Limits this time would be from 1 to 2. And it is y minus 2/5 quantity square, integral of y minus 2/5 quantity square. Then differential area is 2x dy, where x is the x of this parabola. So IGX2 equals integral from 1 to 2, remember? Then y minus 2/5 square, then 2x, 2 square root of 2 minus y for the parabola dy from 1 to 2. So computing, it is equal to that value there, 1.42476 units to the fourth. Then finally, for this portion here, for this portion, it is bounded by the line y equals 2/5. This is y equals 2/5, the centroidal axis, parallel to the x-axis. And imagine we have a strip here, or we have a strip here. Then distance would be, that distance would be 2/5 minus y. So 2/5 minus y, integral of 2/5 minus y square. Then the differential area is back to right x, which is x of the parabola, square root of 2, quantity 2 minus y, minus left x, which is the x of the line, which is negative x. So it is differential area, therefore, is square root of quantity 2 minus y, then minus left x, so minus negative y, so plus y dy. And the limits this time would be from negative 2 to 2/5. So negative 2 to 2/5, considering this area here. We cannot, by the way, we cannot have one integral because we have different situations here. The area of the portion of the region is bounded by, for some, parabola and line. Then we have parabola and line again. And for this area here, it is also bounded by this centroidal axis through the centroid of area. So IGX3 equals integral of quantity 2/5 minus y square. Then differential area is square root of 2 minus y for x of parabola minus negative y. So x of the line, this line here, and quantity dy, differential area. So because this is calculator aided, by the way, limits from negative 2 to 2/5. So IGX3 is 2.0241. Then adding 0.13832 plus 1.42476 and 2.0241, that is the moment of inertia with respect to the centroidal axis, parallel to the x-axis. This is the challenge part. I'm just mobilizing the principle and this is in decimal. Although two solutions are better, but it's also important, equally important, this third solution, because I directly evaluate the integral with respect to the centroidal x-axis by the principal, so that you will also know. So it's the same. Express this in decimal, that's 3.587. Then finally, for the volume when this is revolved about this inclined axis here, so we have here the strip. I'm going to draw the details for this. So since the height of the strip is upper y minus lower y, half of the height of the strip to locate the centroid is 1/2 of upper y minus lower y, as shown here. So this is half of upper y minus lower y, then divided by 2. This is the centroid here. So when revolved about this inclined line, that the angle, by the way, here is 45 degrees because the slope is -1. So arctan of -1, that's the answer would be -45 degrees, but the positive equivalent is 135 degrees. So that means this is 45 degrees with the horizontal. So 45 degrees with the horizontal, the vertical strip and the line perpendicular to that incline is also making 45 degrees. And therefore, by Pappus proposition, volume is equal to area, which is 1/2 area, which is upper y minus lower y dx, then times distance traveled by the centroid. This distance here, because this is the axis of rotation, is upper y minus lower y divided by 2 cosine of 45 degrees as presented here. So substitute volume with respect to that inclined line is quantity upper y minus lower y dx. This is the differential area, and the distance traveled by the centroid is 2 pi times this radius of revolution, which is quantity upper y minus lower y over 2, then times cosine of 45 degrees. So cancel 2, and cosine of 45 degrees, take note, is square root of 2 over 2, or 1 over square root of 2. So that would be pi square root of 2 over 2, then integral from -1 to 2 of quantity upper y minus lower y square. Upper y is the y of the parabola 2 minus x square, and lower y is negative of x. So that becomes 2 minus x squared minus negative x, so plus x, then quantity square dx. So because this is calculator aided again, the volume in exact, as an exact answer, is 81 pi square root of 2 over 20. Then by another technique, we have to determine the distance from this point, the centroid, to this axis of revolution, which is distance from a point to a line. And if you can recall, the distance from a point to a line is absolute value of ax1, in this case axg, plus byg plus c, if there is constant for that line, all over square root of a squared plus b squared. Since the equation of this line is x plus y equals 0, then a is 1, b is also 1, and there's no c. So volume equals area 2 pi d, where d is absolute value of 1 times xg, which is 1/2, plus 1 times yg, which is 2/5. There's no constant, over square root of 1 square plus 1 square. And in exact way, this is 9 square root of 2 over 20. Then finally, because the area is known, 9/2, so 9/2 times 2 pi d, cancel 2, then 9 d is this. So therefore, it is same as that, 81 pi square root of 2 over 20. So that's it. it's the same. So I hope that you were able to follow the solution and the explanations. And the explanations are too simple if you know the techniques also and the approaches that I presented here.